Yo, what's up, y'all? We back for another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all in the beginning and end of my videos. I'm King Tyson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Um, this next video is going to be another quick video. Is love enough? Ask yourself, is love enough? I had a conversation with my granny the other day. Love my granny, man. Fortunate. I made a video, y'all. If y'all able to talk to your grandparents, take advantage of that. Your grandparents are, you know, they can really teach y'all a lot of things about life and about things you can learn from. Y'all should really talk to your grandparents. But anyway, I was talking. If you're fortunate, if your grandparents still living, they give you a lot of insight. But anyway, is love enough? I was talking to my granny. She told me, she said, baby, she say, love is one thing. She say, love, love, love. Sometimes it don't even matter about love. You just be with somebody. If it works out, y'all stay together, and that's what it is. And I thought about it. I say, damn, granny, you really feel like that? Like love is love? Like it don't really matter about love? And I think about it because think about back in our day when the grandparents would be together 50 years, 60 years, I'm sure at some point in time they loved each other. Well, let me say this. A lot of times back in the days, our grandparents get together. It was wartime, and at that time, 18, they'll see each other 18, get married, have kids. You be a whole family, and you 19, 20 years old. It was just a different time back then. And everybody wasn't running around all the time like that. Like, it wasn't so much access. I mean, you still had, sometimes, you had Big Daddy who back, we call him Big Daddy, old grandpa back in the day. He'd have had he'd have a child outside of grandma and stuff like that. That's a whole nother thing. We, as black people in our community, we know how that stuff goes sometimes. But so I'm gonna not say they was running around like that. I'm gonna just say that back then, a lot of times people got together quickly and they got married quickly. They had a family quickly, and then they stayed together. All the stuff they went through, they still stayed together. So I think that's probably the reason why my granny kind of had told me that. That's the reason why she had said that about finding someone that's best suited for you, and based on love. Don't go based off love. And I thought about it for a second. I said, well, I don't know, Granny. But then I thought about it. I'm like, y'all, how long have you chased love? Like, trying to find everything in this person to love this person, whether you man or woman. And you doing everything, and then, or you passed up good situations because you like, nah, they got 7 out of 10 things. But in order for them to have 10 out of 10 things, that's the person I'm going to be in love with. That's the person, they got to have 10 out of 10. I like this person. I got deep feelings for this person. But the person that got 10 out of 10 things I'm looking for, that's the one I'm going to be in love with. So how many times did y'all mess something up that was a decent situation because you wanted to go with the 10 for trying to find a 10 for 10? Think about that. Excuse me, y'all, still under the weather. Think about that. That's deep when you think about it. Because I remember a point in my time, in my life, I was like that. I was like, looking for the 10 out of 10. If I get 10 out of 10 things with this woman, this gonna be the one. And sometimes in life, especially in relationships, y'all, I'm not a poker player, but sometimes and when it comes to poker, when it comes to these relationships, when you got your cards in your hand, and if you got a decent hand, don't try to risk trying to bluff in this dating pool, trying to see if you're gonna find everything in his hand to get a royal flush. You know what I mean? When you got a decent hand and you just hold them. And I think that goes for men and women because men can have that complex too. Men can have that. We gotta look for everything. Cause I seen it's a lot of brothers who, eligible bachelors, but they'll hold out and hold out and hold out and hold out. For a brother be 30 years old, no kids, 35 years old, no kids, 40 years old, no kids. Then all of a sudden now, he gets 45 years old, then he wants to have a child, and he try to get him a young woman that's 20 years, 21 years old. Then he said, okay, I'm just going to want to build my legacy. I'm going to get my baby with her. And then he trying to like get her, she 20 years old, 21, 22 years old. He trying to get her to settle down. And man, this young woman still young herself. She still want to party. Then you mad at her. Man, you picked a younger woman you trying to settle her that you already of age where you ready to sit her down. You ain't really worried about hitting the streets and all that. You done been there and done that. But she haven't. She haven't lived her life yet. So a lot of that problems happen too. That's why you see a lot of situations where a lot of older men get with these younger women, then they start getting cheated on, getting played, and you know, that happens. I'm not saying it happens every time, but a lot of times it do happen. So I feel like relationships it's about what's in your hands. And if you can stand it, if you can hold what you got, and it's a good situation for you, I say hold them. Don't fold them. Don't throw it out there, you know, because I feel like we could lose that way. It's a lot of women, ladies, y'all don't believe it, but it's a lot of women who they won't openly admit it, but they know in their mind they left good relationships, you know, trying to get out here and chase something, you know, and they had a good thing going with a man, and it's men who had a good situation with a wife, you know, with a woman, and they out here, you know, brothers out here doing wrong, and then you know losing out, and then they get out here and they start, you know, getting in situations like, man, I had this whole thing at home, you know, so it happens. That's how life is, you know. Sometimes we get as people. I think it's nature in human beings. You know, sometimes we can get greedy. And I just feel like it's because of so much access. That's the problem with social media. Social media is good for creating platforms. You can make money off of things. Businesses can be formulated with social media, and you do have you can network, but this creates so much access to people, and so that's the reason why people tend to, you know, not deal with stuff in relationships anymore. They rather feel like, okay, one little thing, they quick to run out because they feel like I can go get with this person because of the access I got. And I always tell y'all, yeah, you might have the access, but is the quality there? You know, yeah, the quantity of people there, but is the quality there? So that's all I wanted to say on that. I just want to make this quick video. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Is love just love? Is it, you know, is it just, you just need to just worry about getting the best fit for you? You know, and just, because I've heard people say this. I've heard, there was a study, y'all. When I say I did a study, I need to start doing my research and citing my resources. But I remember, don't know if it's changed now, but I remember reading something a while back, and they said that they did a survey of you know, women, married women, like, I think, I don't know how many numbers, 100 people, 100 wives or whatever, and they said that 75% of the wives said that they didn't love their husband when they married him. They had to grow to love their husband. And when I read that, I remember saying, man, that's damn, you know, so they didn't love their husband, they grew to love him. You know, so it kind of makes you think. And I feel like those women who've done it, they just probably, they did what I said. They probably looked at it, held their cards, and said, you know what, this ain't somebody I probably would go for, or this, but I don't want to get out here and be jumping from this person, this man, to this man, to this man, and, you know, whatever, but I'm going to just hold on what I got. You know, and they probably work for them, and a lot of times those marriages probably still work. You know, but yeah, I just want people to understand that what I was talking about, you know, finding someone that's best fit for you. That's the main thing. That's, if y'all know my channel, I always preach that. I'm not saying you gotta find the top, excuse me, the top, what I'm trying to say, y'all. High value person. I'm just saying the person that's best fit for you. That's what's important. Best fit for you. Because what's the point of getting this top high value person, whatever, if you're not happy. But they got the status, but you're not happy. It don't make sense, y'all. Matter of fact, I went to on my job. I went to work at this facility. The contact guy I was dealing with on site. He was saying, man, he said, man, I'm going this weekend out the blue. He's like, man, I'm getting away this weekend. I'm going to hang out with my buddy. We're going to go fishing. Older white guy. He had to be at least about 60, 65. He's like, man, I'm going to hang out with my buddy. We're going to drink some beer. We're going to hunt. He said, I'm getting away from my wife, man. My wife is killing me, man. She's stressing me out. I've been to the doctor behind stress. He's like, man, I'm just too old to be dealing with that. And this is what I want people to understand. And this man is in his 60s, and he's stressed out, having stress-related issues because his wife, because he probably, and I didn't ask him, but it probably, and I don't know, I'm not gonna say she probably younger than him. I'm not gonna say that, but I will say is that, because I don't know that, but I'm gonna say is this though. You got people that's miserable in relationships. All because of a status, all because of this, all because of whatever. So that's why I say you got to get the person that's best fit for you. Regardless of what, get the person that's best fit for you. And if you got a person that's decent, try to make it work. And that's for men and women. I know that's what I preach on my channel. I think you'll be more happy. You'll be more content. You'll be more, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. So that's all I'm gonna say on this video. Y'all take it easy. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Every time I drop a video, I put stuff out for content, y'all. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Comment, write me, y'all. KingTyson713@yahoo.com. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I mean, cause when I say stuff, y'all, I could be wrong. But this is just my opinions. I respect all y'all opinions. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. What y'all feel? Do y'all feel that way? Do y'all feel like, hey, no, I'm gonna just wait and hold out till I get what I really want? Or would you try to stay with, or would you try to get a guy that's best fit for you? Because I know a lot of women who say it's settling. A woman to say that's settling. If I try to get a guy that's say he's decent, I'm settling. And what y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel that settling? Why is it settling? Do y'all feel like, how long will you keep going before you settle? Is there a time period? I just don't want y'all to, I don't want y'all, men and women, I don't want you to get so far. I'm telling y'all, time passes fast. And I don't want y'all to get so far ahead in age that, because as you know, as the older you get, the harder it gets to find, as much things that you're looking for in a person, it gets harder to find as the older you get. It gets harder to find. I want y'all to know that. It gets harder to find. If you got a certain list, the older you get more down on that list when you're younger, except for the finances, because everybody's young and they starting off. But anything under the finances, as far as physical, the character, this person is, whatever, all that, you can get all that when you get a better chance of that when you're younger versus when you get older. When you get older, physically fit kind of goes out the window a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I'm 40. I try to keep myself up as much as possible. I just started back working out. I know some 40-year-olds now I went to school with, men and women. They let themselves go. They do not look like they look, which, that's fine. You older. You're not supposed to look like you look when we was in high school or we was 21 years old, 22. But I just say that to say that as you get older, it gets harder to find everything that you're looking for. And when you get older, you can't really have that same list of what you was looking for at 20. When you're 40, you shouldn't have the same list at 20 as you do 40. And I feel like a lot of times people have that, and it's harder for them to find someone because they got the same list at 20 as they got at the same list at 40 as they had when they was 20. So think about that. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all. Peace and blessings. I'm out.